that God does not care about your future. It sounds like a harsh statement, but it's true, because God is not subject to time. Everything to God is here and now. When you talk about your future, did you ever notice that it never gets here? Because you're always living in the here and now. The future is some far off place we talk about in the future, but we're always in the here and now. Now, I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't plan or be responsible about preparing ourselves for things in life, but we have to accept the reality that we're not the ones actually in control of what's to come, but we are in control of here and now. Many of us live under the crushing weight of accumulated yesterdays or the crushing fear of approaching tomorrows. But for those who have accepted Christ, yesterday is gone and it's cleansed by Him. And tomorrow will soon reside in that stack of yesterdays. You can't touch tomorrow and you can't touch yesterday. The only thing we can really interact with is here and now. You can cry over the past, worry about the future, but we can't interact with either of them. And God is relational, and He created us to be relational. And to be relational, you have to interact. And to interact, there's only one way to do it: here and now. Procrastination is one of the absolute most powerful weapons in the adversary's arsenal. And nothing's more expensive than regret. Procrastination is nothing more than the executioner of opportunity. So when Jesus said, "Come to me," He was talking about right now. He didn't say, "Come to me after you've planned everything out, and you can get that fit in for tomorrow." He didn't say that. And He didn't say, "Come to me after you thought about your past and figured out how to get past your baggage, and come to me after you work that out." Matthew 11:28 through 30. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I'm gentle and humble in heart. You'll find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light." Jesus, first of all, He tells us what to do. Come to me, here and now. He tells us what we'll receive as a result. I will give you rest, here and now. He tells us to listen to Him. Take my yoke upon you, here and now. He tells us that by doing so, we will understand. Learn from me, here and now. He tells us that we'll have inner peace. You will find rest for your souls, here and now. And He concludes with telling us that God's way is the way of love, not the way of legalism. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. A lot of people say, they wonder what that means in the Bible. I'm asked that a lot. Why did Jesus say that? His yoke is easy and His burden's light. They hated Him, they rejected Him, they crucified Him. What's He mean by that? Well, first of all, He's not talking about that. He's not talking about His crucifixion. A yoke is something you put on an ox or a steer or a cow to pull. Most of us know what that is. You put it around its neck and shoulders and it pulls the plow forward. So when you take someone's yoke upon you, that's who you serve. So you're doing their will. So when you serve Jesus, you're taking His yoke upon you. So what He's talking about when He says His yoke is easy, He means, because the yoke of the church, the leadership, what they're putting on you, that legalism, you got to donate this much, you got to say this many prayers, you can only dress this way, you better make this sacrifice to the temple or you're going to stand in our judgment. Jesus' yoke is easy. You don't worry about all that. Here's what I'm telling you to do. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Do unto others as you would do unto yourself. What He's telling you is everything He's offering you is good. The yoke He is putting on you is one of love and one of compassion. Not a bunch of rules to follow, so you're going to get in trouble by these guys. Don't worry about that. That's legalism. The heart of God is what I am putting on you to follow. That's why He says my yoke is easy.